Menu narration option is set to off.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL Playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Prescott on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Prescott to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Sony Michel, his first carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 20. Go out. Let's go.
2nd and 6. That's going to be caught by Kirk. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Line it. 59.
Shift.
Hey.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mike 20.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
There you go. Mike 20.
Clear. Snap.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the set.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 22. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Michelle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown grab. There the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That ball complete to Isabella. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Check out number 1.
At the 14-yard line.
Bravo.
22. Hey, I'm coming.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Come on.
Now.
They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, Michel. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second down at the 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Fair, fair,
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one caught by Isabella. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my...
And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
We play to win. Let's go.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
At their own 41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions. that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go, go. Ready, shoot.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off Byron Jones.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Fernandez. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You gonna see me 22.
Now Prescott completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Strip that ball.
To throw is Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Haywood.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Mike's 56.
Ready?
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Kill.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flowers. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Prescott to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's got his man, Boyd. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He completes it to Boyd. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one. And the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Ready?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
70, Indy.
Brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
They're on 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Prescott now going up top. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A give to Michelle running right. A little juke, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
A carry here for the big tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Hooper there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.